So I'm out and about doing some Amazon deliveries, you guys can see, but wanted to make a video for you guys today and, comparing the Pixel 8a to the Moto G Stylus 5G 2024. Give you guys my thoughts about talk a little bit about the specs, the hardware, all those good things involved while we're out here doing the flex. So let's go. And so you guys should probably know that I am a big supporter of mid-range devices. The reason that I am is that most people sought after the most expensive hardware out there. And it seems like that they feel like that's the only thing that's going to bring them the best experience ever. But you can find very good experience within mid-range devices and upper mid-range or kind of borderline flagship. Like the Moto G Stylus 5G 2024 is what I consider to be a mid-range device. Now, aesthetically, this device is really good. You got, a nice build to it. You got that faux vegan leather on the back that some people just really love. But I just like how they kind of shrunk the size compared to previous stylus models from Motorola. Made it a little bit more smaller, but still big enough display to, enjoy all your content that you like to watch. Speakers are loud enough. The Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 performs very good, 8 gigabytes of RAM, so you can pretty much use your apps the way you want to. Of course, cameras is where there's a little bit of a debate on things. Cameras are good, but video stabilization is one of the things that I kind of frown upon. But still, yeah, this is a mid-range device. So, to be honest with everybody, when you compare it to the Pixel 8a, that's where you start to see that things are a bit different. Love the headphone jack still on there. Most devices don't even have it anymore, so I think that's one of the most exciting things about this device, in my opinion. And, the cameras, the selfie camera, 50 megapixel main shooter, 32 megapixel selfie shooter. I mean, you can get photography done with this thing. This thing's not going to leave you in the dust and make you wish you had something else for photography. Well, as it comes to the Pixel 8a, this is considered budget by a lot of people out there. However, in my book, I kind of classify this as entry-level flagship. Everything about the Pixel 8a is pretty much similar to the Pixel 8. The only real difference is the main camera sensor and the body build of the device. With the main camera sensor being a 64 megapixel Sony IMX sensor versus on the actual Pixel 8 that uses the Samsung GN01 50 megapixel sensor, we'll find the differences there. Of course, the body build is also another big difference when it comes to this device, but I think that this is, a better feel for me. Okay, maybe other people out there may love glass phones, and that's fine, totally. Do you, rock you. But for me, comparing these two devices is one of the things that I enjoy about the Pixel 8a, and one of the things I enjoy about the Moto G Stylus 5G 2024 is that they're not glass built all the way around. So it's not fragile. With this device, I've always been comfortable to rock it without a case, even though I am going to have some new cases here in a little bit for it. Never had a problem with that. Android, flawless on there. Of course, I have a custom ROM on it, so there is such a big difference between stock Android. But, my Moto G Stylus, I can unlock the bootloader and do the same thing also. I can also probably flash a custom ROM if there's any development for it in the future. Both devices are pretty great. The differences between them is pretty much this, size. So, the Pixel 8a being more compact for someone that likes a more compact device, but it's going to yield, more of a flagship experience. But the Moto G Stylus 5G 2024 also kind of like yields that same feel. Certain things you'll start to see where it kind of lacks in power, but, with the stylus, with the headphone jack, you can get pretty creative with the Moto G Stylus 5G 2024, especially if you're a vlogger. Very great tool, but the Pixel 8a the same way. It records video, really good. Stability on it, really good. So both these devices are really great. And really what it just comes down to is size and features. Do you want a headphone jack, stylus to kind of mess around with things? Or do you want a more compact device, near flagship experience? In my terms, flagship. But I'm just going by everybody else's standards. Then Pixel 8a is pretty much going to take the cake. Other than that, they both have their pluses, they both have their minuses, but I do feel like the Pixel 8a topples the Moto G Stylus because software support. That is always going to be the main thing between these two is software support. 7 years on the Pixel 8a, maybe 1 on the Moto G Stylus, but tell me what your guys' thoughts are in the comments.